Hello, yeah, we're here in Winterhaven, and I want to share a story of what happened here recently, right here at this very corner house. 6 years ago, we prayed to be able to get into Winterhaven and have a house to minister out of, because this place is Winterhaven, and they shut down the streets, and thousands of people walk around, and it needs the presence of God here. And so we got this house a few blocks from here, but this last year the family moved. So this last Christmas, a month ago, we didn't have a house. But we thought we had one, but then at the last minute, they decided to say no. And so, I don't know, we thought, well, what are we going to do? We don't have a house. So we kind of drove around and looked around, asked a little. We saw some houses for sale. We asked them, no go. Saw another house under construction, met with the lady there. She said no. Kind of felt like maybe God was saying, well, maybe not this year. Or maybe the powers of darkness are moving in so strong and we just can't get in anymore. But I felt like God kept nudging me to keep trying, and the word ask came up. And so I rode my bike around in here with one of my university friends, and we were taking note of some of the houses that might be in good spots that didn't have many lights, and just prayed a little. And that was, Winterhaven's already going, so it's already been going for days. And I just felt like, well, I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens. And then finally on Saturday morning, December 19th, I just really felt a nudge from God halfway through Winterhaven with 1 week left to come back in again and then to ask some of these houses that were in good spots like this one. It's a corner house right in the middle of Winterhaven across the street from the snow machine with no lights on it. And so I typed up this thing explaining what we're going to do and why you should let us do it in case nobody's home. And I drove in here, and when I got here, people were like walking in and out of the house. And then I just walked up and I asked them, and they were like, okay, you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, wow. So God opened the door, and we started at this house that night. We were here every night for a week, and it was great. Thousands of people walking around. We had prayer, we had music, we had things for children to do. We had a fire pit for the public to use, scriptures and just lifting up Jesus with music. It was great. So it's like a verse from Luke 5 says, whenever Peter, Jesus, he said, hey, Lord, we've been fishing all night, but if you ask us, we'll throw out the nets again. And they had a big catch. I feel like the same thing happened. We tried our ideas, but then God just said, keep trying, persevere. It was a battle for his name around Christmas. There were a lot of other little things that happened, but God gave us this great house on the corner, so to him be the glory. And we want to encourage you, wherever you spend time, maybe you've spent time like we did 6 years somewhere, that gives you authority in that area. So wherever you spend a lot of time and you have your heart and you've given time and your volunteer work and whatever, keep pressing into those places for more influence. And we just thank you for checking this out.